Dr. William Shaw is board certified in clinical chemistry and toxicology. He formerly worked for the Center of Disease Control, heading departments of endocrinology, nutritional biochemistry, toxicology, and immunology. Dr. Shaw was also the director of clinical chemistry, endocrinology, and toxicology at Children's Hospital in Kansas City, and presently the executive director of Great Plains Laboratories, specializing in biological testing for chronic disorders. Lastly, he's also the author of Biological Treatments for Autism and Pervasive Development Disorder. Bill, what do you think of the work that we're doing at Children's Corner?
I think the work is really great. It's taking an integrated approach to helping kids, because the kid is not going to be able to read, is not going to be able to learn well if the child's brain doesn't have the proper nutrition. The child has to have the proper nutrition, has to have foods that the child is not sensitive to, and I mean, it just makes sense that you want to have a place for learning where the child has every opportunity to learn, because their mind is fully engaged and they have their own optimal nutrition that's going to facilitate that. I was working at the Children's Hospital in Kansas City, and I was very interested in finding new causes for disease, and a large number of cases having the wrong bacteria or yeast in the intestinal tract made a huge difference in how children were functioning, and that this was a major problem that had been overlooked by the vast majority of physicians.
Certain types of foods are more difficult to digest and in turn cause intestinal bacteria and fungus to grow at greater rates. This condition in and itself can cause a significant amount of chronic illness.
Almost every kid with hyperactivity is going to have problems with milk and wheat. It's almost, the numbers are, the percentages are extremely abnormal in kids with hyperactivity.
Sleep disorder?
Sleep disorder, definitely.
Rheumatoid arthritis?
Definitely.
Redness in the face, white tongue, puffy eyes, darkness underneath the eyes?
Yep, definitely symptoms. Any of those allergic symptoms. So the red ears is like a red flag saying, I have really severe food allergies and you need to treat me. The dark circles under the eyes, the puffy eyes, the dysbiosis in the food allergies are one of the most common symptoms of this problem.
Eczema?
Eczema is of the skin of the face, sometimes of the arms, sometimes the back of the legs, and sometimes the kids may have it if it's really severe over their entire body. And just the elimination diet can frequently correct this problem very, very quickly. A number of scientific studies have shown that simple dietary supplementation, removing allergic food, can drastically cut antisocial behavior, and we really need to be doing this, and we could do this and save the country untold millions and millions of dollars and make all these people much more productive. I mean, there's so many lives that are wasted because of not addressing these nutritional needs that we all have.
After I'd packed up most of my equipment, I thought of one last question for Dr. Shaw.
If I was to ask you, what do you think is more problematic in a teenager's body, cigarette smoke or milk, what would you say?
I would say milk is might be more harmful, except for the fact that a teenager may become addicted to the cigarette. So over a long period of time, the cigarettes might be more hurtful, but in the short run, the milk may be the biggest problem.
I think every school should be doing the same kind of thing.